Kevin, afternoon. Freddie, welcome along. If you can just give me a thumbs up for sound and picture, much appreciated. All good here, Freddie. Sun is splitting the stones. Cheers, Freddie. Thanks a mil. I'm going to have to reset YouTube here because I can't see anything. So for some reason YouTube is not showing any messages. Sheila, good afternoon. It's really hard to see in the sunlight. The sunlight is behind me. Yep, hats on, caps on backwards because the sun is behind me now. So next thing we've got Ryanair coming in from Nottingham. This is our sassy SAS. So Max 8 next in from Ryanair. So, guys, we have an A350 of Emirates due in about 8 o'clock. I've been following it all day. I didn't even know it was coming in until Paul from Dubjet Aviation told me today in his stream. So I'm not sure if we're getting waves. I can't see because of the sun. Hopefully you can pick it up. So I had to do a bit of tending to the bush when I got here. I had to cut back some of the branches because they were overgrown out over. Kevin, afternoon. Not sure if I said hello to you or not. So yeah, should be here for a couple of hours. Never a good look, Freddie, is it? Even if I had a body like Jason Statham, would I walk around with me top off? Oh, the live chat seemed to start working again. Sheila, male or female? Oh, oh, oh. Very funny. So there is said Ryanair Max 8 coming in from Nottingham. No comment, Freddie. No comment. But you are right. So if anybody actually wants to check the Emirates flight, it's due in about 8 o'clock. An A350. We don't get too many of them here at Dublin Airport, so feels weird streaming on an afternoon. Good weird though, good weird. And a big thanks again to Dubjet Aviation for letting me know that the A350 was coming in. I was watching his stream in lurk mode today. As enjoyable as per usual. Farmer. Yeah, thanks Farmer. It's the first time I fiddled and I didn't break anything. It seemed to work, so it's a little bit hit and miss, the ticket on the bottom. But it works most of the time, but sometimes it does pick up the odd outbound aircraft. But in general, it's fairly accurate. Sarah Jane, welcome along. Good to see you again. Happy Friday to everyone. And it's a long weekend. In Ireland anyway. I think England and the North had their long weekend, their May Day, last weekend I believe. If Sandra's on later, I'm sure she'll let us know. Just want to try something here. Now, is that too bright? Just let me know if that is too bright and I shall adjust. Go to aperture and let's up that to about there. So let me know what that is like, if it is too bright. So good to have you all along here on our Bank Holiday Friday. I presume Ado shall be streaming the weekend. Take it down slightly, okie dokie. What's that like? Actually, I think I'm going to go into manual mode after this because as soon as this one gets by. Sarah remembered everything, believe it or not. Although at lunchtime I was sitting out in the grass having my lovely brown seeded roll and I got that dreaded feeling that shit, did I forget something? So I checked the boot of the car and everything was there, but for a split second it was squeaky bum time. I thought I might have left something behind, but we were all good. Sorry. Alright, I'll switch to manual mode. Give me a sec. I'm going to dial in the settings myself. Let's see what that's like for the time being. Let's have a look and see what's coming in next. So it looks like we have an ATR next, coming in from the Isle of Man, ATR 72-600. The aircraft is 11-year-old, or 11 years of age, I should say. So an absolutely glorious day here at Dublin Airport. It's been actually good all week. Ireland recorded its highest temperature of the year so far, just over 30 degrees down in Shannon. So ATR is next. Little bit of a wait for it. I just realised I've scratched the arms off myself when I was chopping said bush down. So I'm hoping the ticker at the bottom of the screen is saying that the ATR is next. I can't see it, obviously it's too small on the phone. There's a hair down there on the runway. That's too. No, I just pulled and hacked at it. Enjoy, farmer. I just had a Whopper with cheese meal before I got here. Very fortunate that there's a Burger King 3-4 minutes away. So you can see here ATR way off there. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit closer. That bush needs a bit more of a trim, I think. There is said ATR. It's EIHPJ, it's registration. As I said, an 11-year-old aircraft. I think years ago there actually used to be a Manx Air, if I'm not mistaken. So wind was quite gusty earlier on when Paul was streaming. It seems to have calmed down a good bit now. It's a headwind for the oncoming aircraft. As far as I know, this is owned by the DAA, so I don't think so. But it needs a serious trimming. I'm not sure if this will come all the way down to Sierra 5. headwind probably not. I'm sure it'll stop quite quick. Nope, ain't coming down to us. Next up is another Aer Lingus, this time coming in from Newquay. That is in Cornwall, I believe. And it's EI5, 12-year-old aircraft. That's our next inbound, and that's followed by a Ryanair coming in from Malaga, as young Billiam used to say. So it's a 737-800 series EI DVD coming in from Malaga, southern Spain. So that's after EI5. So today is the last of the good weather for the foreseeable anyway. It's supposed to rain on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. So that's one of the main reasons I am streaming this evening. The weather is pleasant. I'm just standing here in a t-shirt. Well, not just a t-shirt, but a t-shirt on the top, I should say. It's going to still stay up into the late teens, early 20s, Freddie, so yeah, it'll be mild enough. Pretty much, Sarah Jane, pretty much. So none of these ATRs getting down to us. So I've been spoiled. I had 3 barbecues this week. I must say, there's nothing nicer than having a barbecue and eating outdoors. I actually cooked hake on the barbecue with capers and little cut up baby tomatoes, a little bit of butter on it in the barbecue, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I did barbecued asparagus as well and a salad. It was delicious. Derry or Londonderry? Or are they both the same? They're both the same, aren't they? Just some people call it Derry, some people call it Londonderry, depending on what side of the river I think you're on. Ruby, happy Friday. Hope all is well with you. Go away, bush. Oops. Next inbound is Ryanair in from London, Luton. Hopefully this will get all the way down to us. Freddie, it was gorgeous. I've forgotten how nice hake is. It's actually nicer than cod, or it was really nice, really flaky. It literally only takes 5 minutes. So I just got a text from my better half gang going, "We can hear you sucking on your vape." I actually have the microphone clipped onto my baseball cap. Vapor, yeah, I'll have to. Sprung. Where's that aircraft? It's so hard to see because the sun is literally. The sun is behind me now, so it's actually shining onto the back of the LCD screen of my camera. It's really hard to make it out. Helen, happy Friday. I'll move this microphone. Sorry, put my phone on silent. Helen, amazing sport, 22 months. Seems like yesterday. Thank you again for your wonderful support. Ruby straight in with the exclamation mark. I'm actually not sure whether they work or not. I was meant to have a look at them and I forgot. So it mightn't work, but thanks, Helen. Again, not sure if we're getting the waves. I can't see the screen. Kiarka, afternoon to you. So, Swiss Air, not a Swookie. An A320-200 coming in from Vienna. We're in prime location for Wookiee sounds if we do get some. Again, guys, don't forget we have that A350 of Emirates coming in from Dubai. They usually operate the 777-300 ER. So I think recently Paul was saying they've been operating an A350 for one of them. I think there was 3 flights daily, and then went to 5, and I'm not sure if it's gone back to 3 or 4. Sorry, not Swissair. Pump it louder. Apologies. Hello, 22 months also. Yes, as John from Drones would say, pump it louder. So, John from Drones and Planes is a friend of the show. He streams out of Manchester. Hell of a nice guy. And a really good channel, so do check him out. Ado, thanks for the sword, or support even. You've gone and done it now, Adrian. You've put the mockers on me and something's going to happen. So, ATR of Aer Lingus. So John stole it, so Ado started to pump it louder. Stephanie, good to have you back with us. Hope everything is okay in your world. Happy Friday. Hope you enjoyed a long weekend. I know I certainly will. Isn't this working? So we haven't got any ATRs down to us. So next up, Aer Lingus A320. That's followed by a Ryanair coming in from Hamburg. So they're the next two inbounds. Whose birthday is it? Kiarka's. You'll have to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Kiarka, happy birthday to you. There you go, happy birthday for Sunday, Kiarka. Actually, might be able to do one better for you, Kiarka. There you go, Kiarka, that's for you. I always said you were a bit of a muppet. Yes, I do remember that. We don't have to remind me of that. I can't even remember what I was calling them. I think we got a wave. No, it's not animal. I can't remember who it is. Carissa, that's it. Thank you, Sheila, because that was going to wreck my skull. I wouldn't have been able to remember it. Carissa, yeah. I'm absolutely brutal with names, to be honest with you. Elmo, that's it. Elmo. Oh, sorry, I'm after. There we are. Apologies. So after said Ryanair, we have Aer Lingus in from Geneva on EI DVL. Now I have the mic clipped off away from me, so if I'm too quiet, let me know. I just didn't want you listening to me smoking my crack pipe. For any Americans watching, it's not a crack pipe, it's a vape. Now I think that was a wave. I've switched back to auto mode on the camera and the autofocus doesn't seem to really like it for some reason. So, Aer Lingus from Geneva. Yeah, you're probably right, Kierka. You're probably right. Are you going to be streaming this weekend, Kierka? Is your camera indoors or outdoors? Will the rain affect you? I meant to say to you, Kierka, when we're sitting in our back garden, the next door neighbours, there's kind of a concrete, it's, what do you call it? Like it's a concrete wall, but then it has like breeze blocks coming up to support it, and there's obviously a crack or something in behind it, and there's a family of blue tits living in there. It's great to see them flying in and out. I think the chicks now are starting to get out as well. I would say they were probably swifts. I don't think I've seen a swallow this year yet. Rain, I wish you excelente. Adrian, are you streaming the weekend? Oh, I see them now, Kierka. They are... Oh, maybe it is a swallow. I can't really get a good look at it. I'll see if I can see now in a second. Did Paul have any go-arounds on his stream today, I wonder? I know there was breezy. Streaming on Sunday morning. Excellent. Do we get house martins in Ireland? Kiarka, here's one for you. Brian. Good afternoon. Thanks, Sandra. So, guys, there's that link to Kiarka's bird spotting of the feathered kind. Oh, wow. Good for viewing, not good for the pigeons, obviously. Brian. Good afternoon to you. Happy Friday and happy long weekend.
And the dawn on the floor right now. Oh yeah. It's about to land.
And Ado's stream link for Sunday.
Huh? Why is it not in the...
Sandra, if you put Brian Casey Rally's link in as well, please. Another fellow YouTuber. Aviation and
And the other.
rally cars.
Without the city what?
Ooh, ew.
I drop it.
Frickin' beetles on me.
They say don't stand on the running line.
So again, guys, our Emirates A350 due in
That's not that.
circa 8 o'clock
It's landing.
or thereabouts. I think I looked earlier on today. I was due just in before 8.
Yeah, you can see it landing.
I think it's EK163, I think. If somebody wants to have a look on flight radar. EK163, I think it is. So, because of the headwind, most of the aircraft ain't getting down to us. So Ryanair next, in from, it's a place I've never heard of before. CHA, I need my glasses, hang on. Yes, I did bring my glasses. CHANIA. Never heard of that place before. Sorry, keep knocking into my tripod. So Ryanair next, and that's followed by an Aer Lingus in from Amsterdam. I can see our next inbound now, way off in the distance, just turning onto final. I can see the lights. Thank you, Brian. I never would have got that, so thanks. I would have made a complete balls of it trying to pronounce it. Don't know if you saw that post I posted in Telegram, Brian, of the Aer Lingus. I can't remember what type of aircraft. The really old ones made out of wood. I think it's whatever the Eagle is in Irish. That's the aircraft, and it was how they completely restored it. I couldn't believe the wings and everything. It's made of wood. there's our next inbound. There's a twofer there, I'm not sure. Wow. That's the one, Kerka. Like back then, them aircraft wouldn't be pressurized, so I presume they have to fly below 10,000 feet. Dragon 84, that's it, Brian. Yeah, thanks a mil. Do have House Martins, so House Martins, Swifts and Swallows. So looks like this. Ryanair is definitely getting down to us. Sean, how you doing? Yeah, Sean, that's right. Patricia, great to see you. Happy Friday. If I am missing any of the chat, I do apologise. It is extremely hard to see with the sun. Where the frick? Get out of the way, truck. So we're going to finish up on the A350 from Emirates. Bush watch. I've trimmed the bush, but it definitely needs another. I just did it by hand, so I'll have to bring it shears with me next time and give it a good old cut. Great spotted bush, love it. Drive safe, Sandra. So SAS from Stockholm next, and then it's followed by a 787 Dreamliner of Etihad. So don't get a lot of the Etihads on the stream, obviously, just with the time I'm streaming, so it'll be nice to catch that. So it's a 9-year-old Dreamliner. Feckin' bugs all over me, eating me. So SAS in from Stockholm, or Stockholm, Scandinavia would you say. So, no orange socks on this one. There's a kid in the car and it sounds like it's getting battered. Livery looks lovely in the sunlight. So our Dreamliner next. Then, afternoon to you. It's probably evening at this stage. So this is our Dreamliner of Etihad. Yeah, I'm quite partial to the A350s. Absolutely stunning looking aircraft. Again, a big thanks to Dubjet Aviation. I had no idea that they were coming to Dublin. Looks very pretty in the sunlight, I must admit. Lovely wing flex. So noticeable on the Dreamliners. Now, Etihad and Qatar are not known to wave all that often, so I'm going to wave like a maniac and see if they wave back to us. Oh. Dub Crow. Right, Etihad, let's be having you. No, don't think so. That really is a beautiful, beautiful looking aircraft. Correct, Len. Nil by wave. Miserable gits. Right. Ryanair from Amsterdam, followed by another Ryanair in from Paris. And I do believe then we have a triplet of Ryanairs. No, Len, I'm going to finish up on the Emirates A350. I have a nice cold beer with my name wrote on it. So it's that branch there that just is annoying the absolute SH1T out of me. No, Brian, I'm not buying that. They're ignorant gits. Possibly could be though, you're right. So 1 out of 3 Ryanair. Your quintessential smoky landing of Ryanair. Branch gate. Oh, I see what you did there, Sarah. Although it was a stream a couple of weeks ago that we were here, and I think nearly all the Ryanairs absolutely buttered their landing. There wasn't even a hint of tyre smoke. There is that too, Ford. Because we've had I'll tell you when this goes by. Me too. So, sorry, as I was saying, we've had KLM who have opened the windows before and waved out at us, and Transavia have done it also. I think they're the only two that I've filmed. Yeah, I've only ever got one wave from Qatar. Could be, very well could be. Look at that gobshite standing on a pillar. He should be in the pub. Why is he out filming aircraft? Oh, I do hear an overhead. Dave, evening, 16 months, wood. Thank you for the support, my friend. Sandra's on the way home with your dinner. So for everybody that's displaying their milestones, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. That aircraft looks like it's been power hosed, nice and shiny. Brian, 22 months also. Amazing support, guys. Thank you so much. So another bit of smoke there from the tire screech from said Ryanair. I know, Brian, I say it every month that the milestones come up. Let's see who's in next. Venair Lingus in from London. EINSH. Which is a Neo. And then we have a plethora of Michael O'Leary Air. So I'm all in my bonio now. There was a good few people here. Everybody's headed off, although I'm hoping that the traffic will be not bad in the way. It was rough enough coming out. Now it took 45 minutes. So 45 minutes to travel 16 kilometers. Welcome to the M50 car park. Lady Patricia, 21 months. Brian, again, everybody, thank you muchly. I know it's the same when the milestones come up on when I'm on Paul's stream. Like I'm kind of going, Jesus. I still remember it like yesterday, meeting himself and young Will over on the mound. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my tripod. So Erlingus Neo in from London. Yeah, it is an absolute pain in the butt. Yeah, for there's no denying it. Personally, as a person, I don't particularly warm to him, but as a businessman, he's an absolute genius. Like when Ryanair started out, they were kind of targeting it as a luxury airline back in the 80s, and when O'Leary came on board, realised that they weren't making any money, he adopted a different approach to go the cheap and cheerful way, and the rest is history. Now they are the biggest airline in Europe, I think fourth in the world, biggest or something like that. That's something crazy statistics for. But they started out leasing aircrafts, and that's, I think they still do it. They have a subsidiary company that does aircraft leasing, I think. So next inbound. Yeah, Brian, I've seen several documentaries on it, and they're always really worth watching. I think they do own them, yeah, but they lease a lot of them out to, I believe, Brian will know better than I. I know they have one private aircraft that they use to bring parts to the different hubs they have around Europe. Another smart move as well is having just one aircraft type. They don't have to train different pilots for different aircraft, and for maintenance as well, obviously. They can swap bits and bobs as needed. Tripod has gone a bit wonky again, apologies. Now, I don't know what is wrong with this, but Brian Casey, later dude. Enjoy the rest of the long weekend if I don't see you. look, a bush. So we've a Norwegian Air in 3 minutes, coming in from Oslo. I think we got the wave. So we've Norwegian next. We have a British Airways. Here's Red Nose. So 320 Norwegian Air in from Oslo. Dean on a lean. Huh? No, understand though, Helen. No. Caroline, evening. So A320 of British Airways next. Again guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe and all that other sort of good stuff. Absolute butter landing there. So can anybody have a look on Flight Radar and see how far the Emirates, I think it is EK 163, I think it is about 8 o'clock ish it is due to land. Now, BA are usually good for an L wave. Nope. Fair enough. Five to 8. Thank you, Kjarka. Erling is down safe and sound. Nil by wave, yeah. The cheek of them, huh? Too busy looking at their instruments. Caroline, no cows around this side. They'll be over on the opposite runway or across the road there in Horizon Hill. I know what it is. I'm not in my mankini. That's what's wrong. Thomas, evening. Yep, 350 is due in at 5 to 8 approximately. That shall be my last aircraft of the stream. So we don't get too many A350s in at Dublin, so I am looking forward to seeing it. Roger Dodger, A350, just north of Liverpool. Alright, calm down. Sort off, you dickheads, alright. Sorry, that was a woeful impression of our Liverpudlian accent. Brian, take care. Enjoy the rest of the weekend if I don't hear from you. Let's have a look at radar, see what is next. So we do have a ATR 72-600 coming in from Southampton, registration EI HDK, currently at 1300 feet, just on finals now. It is a 9-year-old aircraft. Let me see. Oh, I see it. So it is EK163, I was right. So it's currently at 36,000 feet, 400 knots, so just starting its descent now. I can see that 36,500, 36,400, yeah, so definitely on its descent. So due with us in approximately 30 minutes. So our little ATR next coming in from Southampton, as I said, ATR 72-600 aircraft. Whoop, looking up and nearly fell off the pillar. Don't do that, Dean. See if I can get this. There is an overhead. Sorry, it's hard to get when it's directly above me. We'll have to make do with the little ATR from Southampton. not going to get down to us anyway, so. And we'll have a go at that again because it's a bit further away now. Oh, didn't like that. Let's see what's next. So 4 minutes out, we have a Ryanair. Then we have another Ryanair in from Newcastle. Looks like we have an Embraer E190 of British Airways, operated by BA Cityflyer. So they're the next few inbounds before our beautiful A350 of Emirates gets here. So that's what's going to get trimmed right there. All these. So right back to about there. That is the plan. See how the sock is doing. Needs a stern talking to, I believe. What did I do? Say I'm after missing that now. Farmer, yeah, just over the Irish, halfway between the UK and Ireland now, over the Irish Sea. Oh, feck off, bush. It's raking me bleeding. Autofocus, so it is. Oof. Bouncy, bouncy. No, there was a car parking here, it's turning its wheels on the gravel and was making that noise. That branch is really screwing with me zoom. I am vaping as well though. Sorry, just trying to find that bird in the tree, chirping away. So our Emirates A350 is just descending below 1400 feet, 371 knots, and it's due in 14 minutes. Oh look, Dubcrow. Waddling along. As Ido would say, oh look, a plane. Bring your shears with you on Sunday, Ido. Squeaky brakes in this one. No one wants to wave. be able to get this. Probably not. It is a... No, we can't get it. It's a Qatar 777 flying overhead. But as it's directly overhead, oh, that branch is doing my head in. So, about 12 minutes now for A350. There's a few people starting to turn up. With their cameras.
Yeah. So I can't hear any video.
7 minutes for the A350.
7? 7 minutes. Yeah.
So 7 minutes, our A350 of Emirates will be here. Looks like we have two ATRs and a Ryanair, and then our A350. I think it's actually the first A350 I'll have streamed.
No, you come here.
There's a guitar called. Mama, I have my glasses.
You come here.
No, no waves. So 2 ATRs. There's a 1 ATR. Sorry, 1 ATR. My app has gone completely and utter batshit crazy. Right, close that. So an ATR in from Birmingham, a Ryanair, and then it looks like it's the Emirates. So nearly there. Again, Emirates will be my last aircraft. I can hear a buzzard above the head. Four minutes for A350. Sorry, it was me dropping the microphone. So Brian, your timing is impeccable. 3 minutes for the Emirates.
So it's Ryder that
Getting thirsty, Ado.
50. So we're gonna come tomorrow morning for the Qatar. Come on, I stayed up till
So
4
Ryanair
I
in
got
from
the trade.
Cluj Napoca, Transylvania, I believe. And then we have our A350, which is brand new. So it's saying. So
Look at all
a lot of cars here, cars behind me, a lot of people here
for now, just for now.
waiting for the A350. Something like that, I know. So I can see the 350 way off in the distance now. It's just after turning onto finals. I can see the lights. I don't know what they're doing. That's chivalry at its best.
Oh, oh, look what's gonna take off. Look what's gonna be taking off.
Yeah, I think it's Blue Jet is Romania's national airline, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, they're all very, very old aircraft.
He's really old. Mark is really old. Come on, guess what? We're not able to, but guess what's out of mine? A DHL A300.
I'm not sure whether it's coming here or not. Guys, does anybody know about the Qatar FIFA livery airline? Someone was saying it's in Shannon. It might be coming here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Anybody heard anything?
I think that's the lady.
So, here we go. Emirates A350 EK163 from Dubai. I'm sure the mound across the way is absolutely jammers with. Yeah, it's just there's a lady here behind me with her kids looking at this aircraft, and they said that it was meant to be coming in, that I know. absolute butter.
Oh, sorry.
Now, come all the way down to us. Now, if we get a wave, that's gonna.
He's so quiet.
Did you hear that, Brian? It wasn't me for a change. Alright, let's see if we can get a wave. No. That is absolutely gorgeous. Okay.
No, the Dash 1000 is bigger, but that one's
No wavy Freddy now.
Oh, the pilot waved.
Did he wave?
Yeah, he just showed like this. He put the hand up.
So apparently there was a wave. I'll have to look back and see.
Beautiful.
You've got my hat. Okay, can we go now? Can I get this last bit? I didn't get a single wave.
They don't like it today. They don't want to wave anymore.
Tuver.
That's raining.
Right guys, that's me out of here. Thanks a mil for joining me this evening. Ado will be on Sunday. I shall be on again next weekend. So enjoy your long weekend. Oh, and Kiarka is on in the morning, I believe, for some bird watch. So thanks a million everybody. Thanks to the mods, thanks for all the support with the milestones and everything, and we'll catch you all soon. So enjoy the rest of your long weekend.